Sorry guys, I'm here to make my Gravekeeper deck profile. It's a really fun deck, really anti-meta and very cheap, so let's get into it. So far I'm running 3 copies of Gravekeeper's Visionary. Very underused, but very powerful if you know how to use it. Prevents destruction by discarding a Gravekeeper monster, and against 200 attack points for every Gravekeeper in the graveyard. On top of Necro Valley, it can be very powerful, like actually OTK your opponent. So why not run them? Next card is a staple card. 3 Gravekeeper spy. Set him, flip him, get a monster. Usually you want to get either Descendant, Recruiter, or Nobleman. So staple in the deck, you run 3 of. No more, no less. This card, people only run about 2 copies. Probably 1. I don't know why, I run 3. Nobleman. Once you throw up a battle and send it to the graveyard, you can get any graveyard monster from your deck, place them face down, and well, that's it. It's actually very handy, especially with Spy. Set, destroy, set the Spy, flip up. You can actually get him back out if your opponent has a lot of monsters, so you can be very trolly with the cards. And then at the last moment you get out Visionary, so it's very fun. Next one is Gravekeeper Recruiter. Is same as Norman. It's actually a new card from the newest, well, not newest set, but came out only a year ago, so kind of new. When it's sent to Gravekeeper under your control, start your Gravekeeper with 15 or less defense and add to your hand. Most Gravekeepers only have 15 or less defense anyway, so handy out. So why not add it? Also, it's a staple at 3 too. This one people only run 2 of. Again, I run 3. I don't know what's with me in 3, but why not? Descendant, the most. I wouldn't like to say versatile, but well, it's very handy anyway. It's very useful. Pop on your monsters, pop a card. Use this with Recruiter and Spy. If you have one of these in hand, you have a Spy on field. Flip the Spy, get one of them out, and summon the other one. Sacrifice Spy and Recruiter. Pop 2 cards and get a search off of Recruiter. So. Next is 2 Commandant, Terraforming with legs. Drop him, get Necro Valley. You can also summon him, make him a 21 beater. This card is my most useless Gravekeeper monster. Gravekeeper is Assailant. I want to like him, he's handy sometimes, but not often. I use him for Visionary discard ability for the prevent destruction. So replace him if you want with another monster, probably Ambusher. He's alright. Next up, people only run 2 of with this card now because of the new rule where you can have 2 field spots on the field. I say run 3 because you want to draw into him. Necro Valley. Obviously the main card of Gravekeepers. Staple. I say run 3, no more, no less. Yes, I don't see why people only run 2. And if you are going to run 2, run Shaman. Next up is 2 Gravekeeper Steel. Add 2 basic monster reincarnation for free. Best way to describe it. Get 2 Gravekeepers from your graveyard to your hand, and it's unaffected by Necro Valley, so you can still use it even if this card's on the field. 1 is too much. 3 is too cloggy, so 2 is actually a perfect number. Next up is 2 Terraforming. The reason why I don't run 3 Commander is because that's too many monsters in my opinion. The reason why I don't run 3 Terraforming is because if you draw into Necro Valley, the 3rd Terraforming is useless. So 4 ways to sort out Necro Valley and 3 Necro Valley itself. I find it very consistent, only 2. Next up is 2 Mystical Space Rifles. I want to run a 3rd. I really do. Just can't find a room. But 2 is still good enough. I like running 3 MSCs in my deck, but 2 will do, I guess. 2 Dark Hole. Reggae is too expensive, 15 quid a pop. No way in hell am I getting that. Plus Visionary can survive a Dark Hole, so I'm with Recruiter. This deck doesn't really care about it. The next card is 1 off Royal Tribute. It's broke when you open up with it, but I don't seem to get it off that often. If I were to add in a 3rd MSC, I would take out the Royal Tribute. I know, out of a Gravekeeper deck am I mad? High risk, high reward. I don't know. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but it's very situational. Now on to traps. 3 Solomon Judgments, aka Imperial the Necro Value. If you have a Necro Value on field and a Gravekeeper monster, negate nearly everything. Handy out, and you can only activate 1 copy of burn, so you have 2 sets. You can activate the second one, but it's a free Solomon Judgment. I don't think anyone would complain. And if you are, I don't think you should. 2 Rite of Spirit, Monster Reborn. This is another one where 1 too little, 3 too much. I was always thinking about running a 3rd copy, and the funny thing is, I actually got extra copies if I ever wanted to run them. But, you know, this build, my build right now, I think is my best build I ever made a Gravekeeper, so yeah, well, that's why I think anyway. I never lost to a mirror match. Next is 2 Phoenix Chain, because Phoenix Chain is broken. Negate the effect, negate the attack, well, stop the attack. So, here. Next up is just 2 more cards in the deck, Compulse, staple, and Bombless. I prefer Bombless over Compulse anyway, but I like Bombless, staple. So that's the deck. I recommend trying this deck if you're a budget player or anti-meta player. But the deck is also super fun, super versatile, and actually combo heavy. So that's my favorite deck of all time, which is ironic because I used to have a very deck I put on a pedestal, but there it is. Well, that is the deck, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and I recommend testing it out. Peace.